The other week, we headed back to Kauai for a stay at one Hotel Hanalei Bay. We've stayed at a lot of beautiful hotels, but very few have a setting like this. Tucked between the mountains of Kauai's North Shore and the waters of Hanalei Bay, every direction looks like a postcard. And since we don't often return to the same place twice, we'd been looking forward to coming back here for a while. The entire hotel is completely open air, with Hanalei Bay and the surrounding mountains framed straight through the center of the space. It all just blends together immediately. And then there's the rooms. Walking in, the first thing that stands out is how direct the view is. The lanai opens up to Hanalei Bay on one side and the mountains on the other, so the light in the room shifts constantly throughout the day. Even just sitting inside feels like part of the experience because there's always something happening outside. Our first stop was brunch at One Kitchen. One thing we already knew from our last stay is how strong the food is across the entire property, and that definitely held up again. Between the views over the bay and the quality of the menu, brunch naturally stretches longer than planned. After brunch, we headed up to the infinity pool, which is one of the most recognizable parts of the hotel. It's also one of the best spots to come back to later in the day for sunset. From there, we made our way down through the property toward the beach level. The layout gradually shifts as you move lower, more greenery, more shade, and a quieter, more tucked away feel between the palms and lava rock. The lower pool areas feel completely different from the main area. Instead of one open viewpoint, it's broken into smaller spaces, lounge areas, shallow pools, and quiet corners that are all tucked into the landscape within the palms. It feels more grounded and closer to the natural surroundings rather than just sitting above them. As you move lower, the ocean starts to take over the soundscape, and the bay slowly reappears in front of you, and everything opens directly into Hanalei Bay. The water here is also known for some of the best snorkeling on the island, with clear conditions just off the shoreline. After that, we stopped for shave ice at the hotel before heading out to explore the North Shore. We headed back up to the lobby and grabbed one of the house Audis and headed into Hanalei for some of our favorite spots. A couple of our usual spots are Wishing Well for some of our favorite coffee and acai bowls, and then across the street is Postcards Restaurant for the cozy interiors, friendly staff, and easily one of the best bites in town. Hanalei is small enough to move through slowly, but it still has enough spots that it's worth returning to each time you're here. After exploring, we headed back to the hotel and squeezed in a quick workout before heading over to the spa. The wellness side of the property makes it easy to slow everything down and actually unwind while you're there. After getting cleaned up and catching a rainbow or two during the afternoon rain, we made our way down to the beach with everyone else to catch the sunset that fills Hanalei Bay every evening. The shoreline fills up quietly as the light fades and the whole bay shifts into a slower rhythm. It's one of our favorite things to do each night we're here. We then walked around the property for a bit before heading back up for a nightcap on the rooftop as the last light disappeared over the water. Towards the end of the night, we went back to the room for room service for one last look out over the bay before calling it a night. And honestly, that's really why we come back. Not just for the hotel or the views, but for how everything comes together in a way that makes a few days here feel like a full reset.